Yo, I don't even fool with Umar Johnson, but right is right and wrong is wrong. He just dropped a nuke on the art of dialogue, man. We finna get into it. Is this pertain to your boy Puffy?
How you feel about Cassie testifying against Diddy?
Yes, sir. First of all, it should be absolutely illegal for Cassie to testify against Diddy. When he paid her off, I believe there was an NDA involved in that situation. He was paying her off to shut up and go away. After all the money he paid her, after her signing an NDA, how can she then be brought back into court to testify against him? It reminds me of Bill Cosby. Some of those women who lied on Bill Cosby during his sex abuse cases had NDAs, and the court let them break the NDA. You never see this with a white man accused of the same. You never see this with a Caucasian accused of the same.
Most of the video, I agree with Bray. You feel me? But this is gonna be the one point we're gonna start off with where he completely wrong. You mean a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, would in no way, shape, form, or fashion prevent Cassie from testifying in a criminal trial. NDA is a civil agreement. It's a contract. So to the very most, the penalty for Cassidy breaching the non-disclosure agreement would be a civil penalty. Typically, it's multiples of what was paid to her to keep her mouth shut. So if I paid you 30 to keep your mouth shut, if you breach it, you're going to owe me 60. Typically, that's how it works, right? But a non-disclosure agreement in no shape, form, or fashion would protect Cassie from being compelled to testify in a criminal trial if she has been subpoenaed. It's not like she's not the defendant, so she can't plead the Fifth Amendment because the Fifth Amendment protects you against self-incrimination. So the fact that she signed the NDA, it has no bearings whatsoever on her ability to testify against him during a criminal trial.
His lawyer should do all that they can to fight against Cassie testifying. Cassie was paid and dismissed. Why is she being brought back into court after taking that man's money and testifying against him? As far as Puffy asking for his case to be delayed, I agree with that. Remember, one of his lawyers recused himself, okay, at least one of them. So he probably has, some new people on his legal team. They got to get reacclimated and get caught up with what's going on. And I saw nothing wrong with him asking for a 2-month delay. He's already in jail. Y'all didn't give him bail, which y'all also think is a violation of his constitutional rights.
Nah, that's real right there. It's hard for you to justify not granting Diddy a bond when Weinstein got a bond. And it was just some celebrity dude like a month ago, some white dude, I forgot what he did, you feel me? No, he basically was accused of the same thing, you feel me? And they gave him $1 million bond. So, to say that Diddy's a flight risk, this is one of the most recognizable faces on the face of the earth. There's no way he can go to hide.
See, one thing we need to understand, Art, the Carmelo Anthony case, the Shador Sanders situation, the Puffy Combs case, the Shannon Sharp case. They are all involving the same basic issue. And you know what that is? Black people need to stay in their place. Shannon Sharp, you ain't got no business sleeping with 19-year-old snow bunnies. Dion and Shador, you ain't got no business being confident and independent. Sean Puffy Combs, you ain't got no business being a multi-billionaire mogul suing a multi-billionaire liquor company. Bill Cosby, you ain't have no business trying to purchase a major broadcasting station. Carmelo Anthony, you have no business defending yourself against white people.
Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, You know what I'm saying? You know, Russell Simmons, all these names. You know, Pac. Come on, Pac, take us something.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
With less than 5% of the movie stars, with less than 5% of the music moguls, all of this. But in the past 40 years, we've been 99.9% of the indictments as it pertains to intimate nature. What y'all think? Y'all think that's a naturally occurring set of coincidences, or is it by design? You feel me? How could 5% of the population, how could the people that represent 5% of Hollywood be 95% of the indictments of this particular man? Black Hollywood ain't come up with sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That was, you know.
The only thing he's being charged with that I could see him being convicted of is the prostitution. Payment for sex. That's it. The Mann Act. Interstate prostitution. That is the only thing I can see him being convicted of. I do not see the sex trafficking. I do not see the sex abuse. All I see is that there's a possibility that Sean Puffy Combs may have paid men and or women to have sex with him or other men and or women. All I see is fee for sex. Beyond fee for sex, I'm not sure of the other charges. And if my assumptions are correct, I too, like Sean Combs, would take my day in trial. I'm not pleading out.
So that's what they saying Diddy did. He bought people across state lines and paid them for intimacy, to engage in intimate acts. So that's a big felony, right? So let me tell you how you avoid this from now on in the future. The entire adult film industry. Most adult films are shot in California and Florida. The women are not native Californians or Floridians. They are women from all across the United States and all across the globe, international, right? So the thing is, if you taping acts of intimacy, if you're recording them and funds are being exchanged and you're licensed as an adult film company, you're able to have the freedoms to go ahead and engage in menage a trois without having them called RICO. You can engage in the stuff that the other folks do. You feel me? Not only that, you know what I mean? If you don't want to do that, and I'm talking about you can own these businesses anonymously. You can have your LLC. You can have your LLC owned by S Corp. Now look, not only is the adult film industry work like that, but what you can do is, if you want to engage in these types of activities as an African American, relocate to Nevada and open a brothel, a legal brothel, because those I can guarantee you, those girls at the Bunny Ranch, they're all not from Nevada, so they're allowed to cross state lines, engage in intimate acts in exchange for currency, and it's all legal. So if an individual does it, it's bad. If a corporation does it, it's good. You just have to have the right registrations under your corporations, your shell companies, and that'll protect you in the future. So now in the future, had Diddy took this step, because all Diddy did was he failed to register as an adult film company, or he failed to register as a legal brothel. Had he took them steps, he wouldn't be facing any time right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. You feel me? Do y'all think it's just a natural coincidence that 5% of Hollywood has been 100% of the indictments for these intimate acts? You know what I mean? What do y'all really think about it? And do you think it's a hypocrisy? Should affluent minorities learn to benefit from loopholes in the law, like like our Caucasian counterparts do. Do you think individuals that want to engage in activities like Diddy did are to start having shell companies registered as adult film companies, so therefore they can engage in consensual activities with other consensual adults that just don't happen to reside in the state that they reside in? Y'all let me know what y'all think.